Rosemarie Kuehni and her lawyer wasted no time Monday establishing what happened the night her boyfriend Doug Bailey died.
On the 22nd of November 2015, did you shoot Doug Bailey?
Yes,
And why?
because he was going to kill me. He was going to rape me and kill me.
Defense attorney Mark Garrity later walked Kuehni through the moments leading up to the fatal shooting.
You said you reached for the robe, and this would be the robe that you were to reach for?
I was getting ready to reach for it, and apparently I was taking too long because I heard him say, "Don't make me come in there." Some of my parents used to say, "Don't make me do this." So I'm reaching up for this robe, and I'm going to grab it, and I'm scared. I can't describe how I felt because I knew I had to walk in there and I had to do this. And so I reach up for the robe, and I'm getting ready to take it off the shelf, and I heard him yell at me. He never yells. He doesn't raise his voice. I heard him yell at me from the other room and say, "I will kill you." And I could just remember my hands being on that rope. And I just remembered, it's like everything went out of me because he's going to come. And I heard the footsteps on the floor, and my hands went down on either side of that rope.
What do you do?
The rope's came up. And I saw that him, my shotgun laying on the shelf. And all I could think of was, no, I don't want him to rape me, and he rapes me, he beats me, and then he chokes me, and he's gonna kill me. He said he's gonna kill me. I just remember thinking, no, I don't want to die. I picked it up.
Do you have any specific recollection of going into that room?
I remember I reached for it, and the next thing that I can remember is like a, picture in your mind. Because I remember walking into that room, and my sheets, the one, there's a pass through, and then there's my sheets and stuff are here. And I remember coming in to the room.
You have the gun in your hand. What do you hear him say?
I walked in, and he looked right at me, and he said, "Get on your knees, bitch."
Okay. And at that point, what did he then do?
His hands were up, and he looked at me, and he said, "Get on your knees, bitch." And
Okay. So from the standpoint of if you come through, if you're at or you walk through,
right.
and that he has his hands up, did he look over his shoulder at you?
Yep. If you guys were me, he was like this, and I don't know if he was airboxing or if he was getting ready to grab his shirt to pull it off, because he always pulled it out by the collar. He was like this, and he just turned, and he just looked at me and said, "Get on your knees, bitch."
And what happened?
Gun off.
And then what happened?
There was like a little spot on his shirt. It was the same size as the penny. It was on his shirt. And I just stood there. I didn't feel any recoil. I'm holding it down here. I didn't have it up here. I had it down here because I was going to do this slide. You have to pump it. There was no pumping. It went off. And then he just looked right at me. He just reached for me, and he started coming at me.
And what did you do?
I fired the gun again.
And then what happened to him?
Finished his reach back and laid down on the bed.
And what did you do then?
I stood there and waited.
The jury also was played a secret recording made by Kuehni the month before Bailey's death. In the recording, where Bailey's heard making menacing, threatening comments, he tells Kuehni she betrayed his trust by discussing relationship problems.
"I will never raise my hand against you again. I will not."
Who will? So you're smiling. Why?
I had friends. You had friends. My friends don't care. Your friends are pussies. My friends have money. Your friends don't. Money doesn't matter to my friends.
Later in the day, Assistant DA Bill Thorey cross-examined Kuehni. He challenged her on details about the actual shooting.
There was no other bullet hole in his chest, you recall that?
There was one here and there was one on the front side, yeah.
Were you here when the medical examiner testified?
Yes, I was here.
And do you recall that there was one entry wound, pretty close to where you see on the right-hand side of the chest, and the other entry wound was in the back?
I did
I'm going to
not.
object at this point.
No,
No.
I'm sorry, I should let him finish his, on the evidence code, what are the grounds?
Mischaracterization of the evidence.
No, go ahead, answer the question.
I know where the shot hit him. I did not look at the photographs that the medical examiner brought in because I couldn't look at them. But I was there and I remember where I saw the spot on his shirt. I remember that.
Physical facts are, one of the two shots struck him in the back. Do you argue with that?
I'm going to object to mischaracterization.
No, I'm sorry, I'll let the jury trust to their own memory, but answer the question now.
He was to the side to me. If I showed them in that video, it was somewhere here is what I remember seeing. Is really up here, it's what I remember seeing.
And that was the first shot.
That was the first shot, yes.
And the second shot then was the one that was in his back, is that correct?
Absolutely.